Hello, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you the 10 best stadiums in the world that I've been to for this channel. Before we start, make sure you smash that like button like it's one of Jamie Vardy's penalties. And become a part of the Footy Adventures squad and hit the subscribe button if you're new. Number 10, the Central Coast Stadium. Before and during Footy Adventures, I've visited numerous stadiums around the world in different countries and continents. But this place really takes the on a stretch of Australia's vast coastline, this is probably the best looking stadium and the most unique that I've ever been to. Palm trees, football, a fitting place to film my first vlog. It's incredibly beautiful, say no more. Staying down under, it's number 9, the MCG. This massive circular ground is the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere. Of course, it's actually called the Melbourne Cricket Ground, sometimes known as the G by locals. It has hosted football games in the past, but it is usually used for cricket and Aussie rules football. But just for the sheer size of it, it makes it onto this list. Number 8, the Johan Cruyff Arena. A special stadium for me, this one. I saw Zlatan Ibrahimovic score this really famous goal as a kid back in the early 2000s. Back then when I went, it was known as the Amsterdam Arena. Now, of course, it's called the Johan Cruyff Arena after the don of Dutch football, the man himself, the legend, Johan Cruyff. But as soon as I'm allowed to travel again, I will be going back to that place to watch more games. Number 7, the Generali Arena in Prague. This one is up there for atmosphere alone. The people of Prague really know how to support their football teams. Home to Sparta, what this stadium lacks in size and aesthetics, it more than makes up for in atmosphere. The team haven't done so well over the past few seasons, but I hope they can get back to their best. They have a special place in my heart since my European tour of football in 2020. I probably connected with them more as a club than anybody else that I visited, and if I had the chance to, I would visit them on a regular basis. It's situated just outside the city centre of Prague, and it makes its way into my list of top 10 stadiums in the world. Number 6, the Bernabéu. Not much introduction needed here. This is the one place on earth where you can see more European Cups in one room than anywhere else. Yes, some are replicas, and yes, some are in the old format. But you can't deny Real's rich history. A truly tremendous club and an amazing stadium that has hosted some of the world's best players and teams over the past few decades. Built in the 1940s, this is an absolute classic. Staying in the same city, but an absolute polar opposite in terms of the stadium. The Wanda Metropolitano is one of Europe's modern classics. Reopened and renovated for Atletico in 2017, this stadium has already played host to a historic event like the Champions League final. Liverpool's triumph here in 2019 has put the Wanda Metropolitano into Anfield folklore. Just look at some of these shots, it's an absolutely unmistakable sight. And modern football fans will be able to spot this stadium a mile off. A beautifully designed stadium. Time will tell to see if this stadium will propel Atleti from being Spain's third team to competing with the big two that are Real and Barca. Getting towards the business end now, number 4, we're back to the Netherlands. It is De Kuip in Rotterdam. One of the rare stadiums I can talk about from a tour and matchday perspective, both of which I cannot recommend highly enough. This place is historic in the Netherlands. It hosts the cup final every year as well as national team games. I've been to a few games in this country and this is by far the best atmosphere that I'd actually experienced in the Netherlands. It was seemingly quite a small game against a team who were trying to stave off relegation. However, the home fans made such an atmosphere, it was a great thing to experience. I can only imagine what Feyenoord versus Ajax is like. And as part of the tour, you also get to see a Champions League trophy, always a plus on the stadium tours. Feyenoord won this beauty back before it was named the Champions League. So on to the top 3 now, a podium finish for the Mestalla in Valencia. With no expectations going into this tour, I was blown away with how good it was. Admittedly, a nice sunny day would even make Oxford's Casam Stadium look nice, but the Spanish sun with Valencia's unique stadium design puts this bad boy in my top 3. Where else can you see animals painted into the stands? Comment below. Where else can you see an orange stadium? Again, comment below. Where else can you see content as good as this? Is there even any reason in commenting below? I do need to see a game here to experience it on a match day though. There's plans in the works to build a new one, so I might have to hurry. However, the tour was absolutely quality. Numerous trophies, both domestic and European. The Valencians are so proud of their club, and so they should be. The stadium is brilliantly branded throughout. The lack of a roof is a drawback, but don't let that sway you. Spain isn't like the drizzly UK, and 9 times out of 10 you are going to be sitting in the sun anyway. Number 2, a silver medal for Barcelona with the Camp Nou. Another roofless Spanish stadium, but again, it is on the Mediterranean coast like Valencia's stadium, so it shouldn't really be a problem for those home fans. And it wasn't a problem for me. Tour, tick. Game, tick. tick. Sunshine, tick. This place has everything. Ballon d'Ors, Champions Leagues, La Ligas, Spanish Cups, Messi. I got to see Messi score 2 goals, set another couple up, and he absolutely ran the show. And when you're there live, you can just see how good of a player he actually is. Now getting into his mid-30s, how many more chances will I get to see Lionel Messi in a mecca of football score twice? Probably not many, so it's something I'll always cherish. If there were 7 wonders of the football world, then surely this would be on there. 7 wonders of the football world. That's a good video idea. If you've got any ideas on what the others should be, let me know in the comments below. And number 1, the best stadium in the world that I've visited, and even if I'd visited a load more, it would still be number 1, and that is Anfield. I've not come across another stand in world football that can literally suck a goal into the net like the Kop can. And that is just proven by the crazy comeback against Barcelona in 2019. Players from the opposite team are sometimes 1-0 down mentally before they even step onto the field of play. This place is special. Made even more special in recent years by the renovations made by FSG. I do cover this in more detail in my 2 Liverpool videos, so do check those out. But with the new main stand being increased, it does take the Anfield capacity to over 54,000, and there are plans to increase the Anfield road end, which will obviously increase the capacity ever further. I've been to many games here, including the famous Dortmund comeback, but having travelled for a long time, I came back during a pandemic, and there are no fans allowed at the games yet, so that's ruined my chances of making any matchday vlogs here. Thankfully though, the tours have restarted after lockdown, and I was able to go there a couple of weeks ago and see the Premier League podium being built, and I saw the 6 Champions League trophies. This is a record for British clubs. It was such a sunny, beautiful day when I went for the tour, and it's only fitting that that was my first one to go back to since lockdown. Obviously, this list of stadiums only includes the ones I've been to on my channel. In the future, once I've been to Dortmund and the new Spurs stadium, I'm sure this list will get updated. But I'm still extremely proud of all the countries and the stadiums that I've been to. And it's super easy to watch them all in order. They are all in playlists, so I will leave a couple here for you to watch. There's so much more content coming, so make sure you don't miss out by subscribing here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.